The following is a presentation of MRE UNO Division 2. Hello everyone and welcome to our first stream on the Medieval Mayhem here on the channel for Division 2. And we have a really good matchup for you to pick up the stream slate here. It is going to be the 1 seed defending Mahjong March winner Sam taking on the other 7 seed brii in the TAVERN region. So the first stream of 6 for this round. We're going to have 2 extra streams for this one since we're having around 64. So hopefully we should be a good round here. We're down 3 matches in the woods. Fourth match of the round. I think it's 4th match of the round. And so far it's a bit of an upset pull out here. 2 matches that happened so far. Going in favor of the lower seed here, so I see what I'm saying here. Sam really continuing to beat streak with a win here, looking for his 9th straight win. Really looking to end that there. Get a big win, which for her very much could be used as she's going to this matchup. And she's currently trying to find her way back into the playoff picture and returning to the LCQ at bare minimum. So a win here could go a long way for brii as she looks to try and fight her way into the playoffs. Gonna look at the bracket here. This is the first matchup for the TAVERN region for this round. Sam brii coming up next. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. we got Six and Leah going at it. And then have a bit of a break there on Saturday, but then we return Sunday on 31st at 6 p.m. with Sky and Dan. That one will be streamed. The timing may change slightly though, TBT on that one. And then it's like the last match of the round will be on June 1st, the first June match. Going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern with Kappa Gaming and Rajon in a 3v5 matchup. Very high seeded matchup there. Kind of part of this unique seeding format we're using for this tournament here, where have a bit of randomization all over the place. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, with Sam and brii amped to go, we're gonna go to the table here, joined by my co-commentator and ref Cyan. Cyan, we're trying to go through the pregame real quick, so if you just want to give some quick thoughts on the game preview, just let us know. I'm also going to be trying to type out a question for brii and Sam while you were doing that.
All right, yeah, thank you. I'll try to keep this quick and sweet for you. brii, one of the more chaotic players in the league for good reasons. Unfortunately, not so much luck so far, but hey. I mean, all you gotta do is have one big run, and then you'll probably be heading for the stars, so we'll see how brii does against probably one of the more prepared rookies, I want to say. One of the more experienced rookies in the league in Sam. So I'll be looking forward to see if Sam can continue the streak, especially with a little bit of chaos coming from brii. Yeah, I'll send it back over to G.
I'm gonna send the question for Sam here, and I'm gonna type one for brii. Sam, you're on an 8-match win streak, you haven't dropped one yet. Go up against chaotic opponent. brii's looking to end the run. Feelings entering tonight.
I can talk, luckily.
Yes.
A little nervous, especially seeing the CSM of their last match. I mean, I still think I have a great shot. Prepared to try and like fight through the luck if I have to. I mean, 8-match win streak is already like enough to be proud of, but I want to keep it going. You know, it'd be nice.
All right. Then for brii, their question they're going to be typing. brii's been a wishy-washy season so far, but you have a big opportunity to turn things around to win here. What would a victory in this one mean for you? Is like to get a yes on the yes/no question for winning this match. We will see what she says, and then we will get things going here. Game's already been initialized. Sam will have the game 1 call. We'll see what brii has to say, and then we'll just get things going. quick scoreboard check here, just make sure it's updated. It is. Yeah, brii 2-2, 11-8 game record going into this one. Sam 8-0, 36-14. So he's been rolling through. For brii, a victory means I kick butt. I don't know what else it would mean. All right, so brii just kind of going in with the vibes on this one. All right. Well, brii,
Right.
keep it short and simple, but Sam will have a game one call.
I'll call 12 for the first game. See how it goes.
All right, 12 cards start for game one. Get this underway, and it's a blue 9 to open the series up.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I like about these types of card starts, G, is that whenever you start somewhere in the middle, I mean, sometimes 10, sometimes 11, sometimes 9, or maybe still in the mid tier with an 8 or 12, what I like about it is it gives the bot some breathing room to some extent. And then if you manage to win out of 12, you may be able to try to bring in some wiggle room towards one direction or the other. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's all about trying to take control of the series in whichever tier you may conquer. So this could be a sign if Sam is able to conquer in the high tier. It will not surprise me if his next pick will stay in that tier.
All right, brii already opening up a lot of yes nos early on here. That's kind of been a trademark for her. Already two turns in a row where she's opened that one up. Sam's gone back and forth on that. Yes, for the first one, no for the second. So, a yes ended up with a switch, and no ended up with TBD. We'll see what brii ends up doing here, but is taking a bit for this move.
I could see a chain coming, but you never know with people who bring in the chaos here. Up.
All right, so far the yes no seems to be switches. But we'll see what Sam does here. We'll look to get off to a good start with the 1-0 lead, but could be a long game depending on how this goes. As brii is definitely slowing down the pace a little bit.
You know, I'll tell you something. It's nothing often that we see in D2 unless the series goes very long. But when it comes to Division 1, I see players who find ways to take control of the pace. And to some extent, deliberately play slow to possibly trick up the other player. It's psychological warfare on the table as you come to think about it. And right now, this could be another one of these tricks for brii to try to throw Sam off.
We'll see. I think she just needed to go do something. Yellow 8. 3-card run right away. Sam immediately responded with that one. Had a while to think of that one. Getting 400 pings out of nowhere.
Jeez, G, are you getting spammed over there?
Not getting spam, but it's always just like one ping, another. It's like a bunch of different servers. Everyone's just kind of coming together to announce a bunch of different things. But we do get a ditto here. On the blue 3. Sam is gonna keep drawing, so I think Sam was hoping for something different and did not get what he was hoping for. It's kind of opening up the door for brii to take this lead.
I like to see where brii is going on this, because so far, she is trying to maintain control. Even though Sam was the one with the 3-card classic just a little bit ago, I like the 2-color strategy on both players. I'm betting Sam was hoping that brii would have not faked it out. Oh, here we go. Now it gets spicy.
Crossover into the red here as I receive yet another ping. This one, everyone else also received. But I'm gonna just keep riding on red here. But I think right now brii's in a good spot to maybe take this game 1 here. I think that switch to the blue really helps brii more than it helps Sam. And now brii is getting down low here, looking to end this one off potentially. Sam is kind of low also. Sam's at 4 cards, so could come in, swoop in and take one, but brii gets down to Uno.
Yeah, so far not a sing. Oh, wait a minute, never mind.
No, well,
I was looking through self draws real quick.
Sam's just gonna stick it on red, hoping that there's not another red to finish, but no, with the fatal number placement. And Bree
Wrong
takes the opening
number.
game. All right, well, Bree gets it done on the plan A. And I ultimately think that switch the blue helped Bree more than Sam there, so that one did not pan out in their favor, but Bree takes the opener on this one. Sam, any quick thoughts on that one? Just kind of, I think ultimately the switch the blue kind of did you in there on that one, and then of course the draw wrong number placement.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Just an unfortunate number. It's one game. And it happens. We're all good.
All right, Syntax saying Sam never loses the series after losing the first game, which yeah, that one took a lot of thought on that one. But anyways, gonna go to game 2 here. Gonna keep it moving. Sam full range again. Gonna try to tie it up and prevent it going 2-0 down.
I think let's call 13. Keep it like nice and up there.
Well, making one up. OG full send here. We started on blue in the first game, and I think we're starting on blue again.
Yep. Here we go again. We'll wait and see if they're willing to go to the two-color strategy. Maybe if either one of them want to change things up. But it all varies in the card and all varies in the ammo. Because up as we see, I think that's our first +2 of the match. Because something I noticed, G, no wilds, no +4s, no +2 up to this point. Basically making it a really calm series. As now I had to roll to draw city for the first time.
Yeah, I mean we've seen this a few times before, where like the ammo doesn't really pop out that much early on, especially if it's like quicker games. If it's a longer length game, then it'll eventually come out. But like overall, from a series perspective, when you kind of have those games that kind of go by quick, kind of run the numbers and able to find your finish, can get those situations where you're actually not seeing a lot of ammo on the table in general. But say I'm gonna break the draw city with a switch the red. I'm gonna try to get something going here. But both kind of picking up some extra cards here. Both were up above 14, but Bree
Ooh,
is
double
currently holding
self
onto the
ditto.
lead. Or no, wait, no, Sam's holding onto the lead. I misread that.
Yeah, right now Sam does hold on to a narrow lead, but you don't know which ammo that you have as we go to green. This is the curse of high tier. You do not know who has a possible longer chain to go for the finish. And with game one being calm, it will not shock me at all if we see a change of pace here for the remainder of the series.
I think the big thing with that is I think as you get lower down, that concern gets up there. But I mean, I think with 10 to 12 cards, which both have right now, it's kind of like kind of the back burner because you have that run. It's going to be like 3-4 card run, nothing too crazy. If you do lose on that 10 card run, then I think you were just kind of cooked either way. But
Oh my
um,
goodness. Do we have a
ooh,
blue one for rainbow? Do we have the Skittles?
Bree denies the Skittles there. Gonna stick with green.
Oh, welp. Oh well, time to find something else for dinner, G. Let's see what we got here at the cafeteria, shall we?
Well, double play from Sam here to extend that lead. Also, I don't recall my cafeteria ever selling Skittles, so I may not have been a big fan of that one. That might be an Uno exclusive cafeteria
Fair
feature.
enough.
But it's another switch by Sam here. Sam is liking these switches. Um, Again, I mean, for
Trying to.
Sam, going to be important to try to get this run down to get the win. We've still not really had much ammo being played. Um, and Spree's going to add another yellow here with the yellow 4, but both are kind of running down numbers again, and it's
Oh,
just as I
there
say that.
it is. There it is. And that's what I call color switching strategy to perfection right there. Great run by Sam.
Yeah, I mean, I had the line up to the finish, but I had that +4 also to kind of just have that set and done with. But yeah, I mean, Sam able to get the switches he needed on that one to run that one down, and then just kind of have that 4 card chain to finish it. One of each of the +4, +2, and skip. So ties at 1-1. That's actually a pretty quick game there, all things considered, even with a draw city in the middle of it. But there was not a lot of yes no from Bree on that one, so maybe just was not really feeling their hand. But Sam tied 1-1. Uh, I guess my only question really was was the +4 and or chain off the start, or was it kind of a draw city there that you picked it up?
I actually only drew numbers on the draw city. I was kind of in the weeds there, but we made it through.
Oh, that's
Bree only had the
unfortunate for
yellow.
Brie. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not able to control very much unless you somehow manage to find number efficiency. And even then, when you take a look at the overall percentage, I mean, look, without the card history, you have a rough percentage. But then you have the adjusted percentage for every card or every number that gets played, which certainly lower your chances by a considerable amount. So, unfortunate that Brie didn't have the color diversity there.
Well, what Bree does have is the game 3 call, which she will make the decision on here. She just can't pick 12. Close series so far, 1-1. 2.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm sorry. We can't do two. It's between 5 and 15, Bree. What? Okay, we're getting closer. I swear, if you say 4.
You can't.
What?
You can't.
What? No! You can't do 12 either. All right, let's try this again.
There
No,
we go.
there
Alright.
we
There's your 8.
go.
Alright, so I felt like Bree was gonna go lower here. I mean, it took a while to get there, but yeah,
Yeah.
8 card start. That's our third straight blue to start on also, so that seems to be the starting color for this series. Yeah, we'll see how this lower tier goes. I mean, we're not in low tier yet. I mean, 8 is still a lower card start, but it's one above OG, so it is a bit of a difference though from the 12-13 we ran in Sam's homestand. So I feel like Bree's gonna like the lower tier cards, but we'll see how this goes. Bree, unfortunately, Bree, I will not give that to you. So it is gonna be a effort in vain on that one. But quick switch to red here to start the game off.
Oh, what did I do to you?
Great mysteries of life sometimes
Hmm.
don't have answers. Anyways, another switch here. We've seen a lot of early switches, and that's going to lead to a slap in the face from Sam with the +2 off that switch there. And we've got another one here,
Oh,
Bree back in the red.
all you gotta do is do that. I mean, sometimes. Oh
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness. Okay. Now
Well,
I'm curious if Sam may potentially have a plan A finish.
Sam just switched off the red right away there. Goes into yellow. Could look to maybe get that plan A again. And wow, okay,
Yep,
double +4 is
there
going
it
to be hard to
is.
beat on that one. Uh, Yeah, not
Uh,
not a whole lot to say on that one there. Just double +4, and ironically, the switches kind of helped for the most part. I think the red switch, I think the +4 off the red switch was the first potential indication that there was a weak color from Sam, but it didn't really matter. It didn't seem like Bree had much to do there. But Sam with second game in a row, and that one's going to be a quick one there. With not a whole lot to add. There was never a draw from Sam, so he had both +2s from +4s from the start.
yeah, so basically, I mean, even if he even if he wouldn't have had that much of a god hand there, I do appreciate the idea of going aggressive on low tier. I know it wasn't extremely low tier, but when you have the ammo right then and there, you don't know what your opponent has, and you don't know if they have a copy of you. So sometimes it's best to be aggressive early, specifically in low tier. High tier is a gamble. I mean, it's a wait and see scenario there. But if I can find any better time to be aggressive early, it is anywhere in the low tier.
All right. Well, Bree's got the game 4 call here. The low tier, the 8 card did not really work well. Um, yeah, no. Yeah, of course. I'm just kind of trying to fast track things. Okay, so Bree's gonna go for the full risk. On the no send here.
Let's go gambling! Uh-oh.
Let's take a second to load. Uh,
Here we go again!
all right.
There we
Okay.
go!
I think it took a while
Woo!
because the bot couldn't process that we didn't have a blue start here for game 4. First 3 were on blue, but we have a different color here with the green 7, and Bree is gonna go with the green 9. a little bit of slowness here. Okay, there we go. Green 4. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, no straight finish here. Both had one green and gonna have to draw. See, I'm saying he has a bad hand, which is an interesting thing to tell your opponent, but
Hmm.
that's the
I mean,
decision he made.
it could be psychological warfare again, because remember, Bree did try some of that in game number 1, and it did work. It did work. So we'll see if it's something that. Oh, Sam said he literally had nothing on green. Understandable. I mean, with 5 cards, it would be pretty normal to have maybe only 3 colors. As oh, there you go, it's flying away.
That's I think that's 3 9s from no, that's 2 yellow 9s from Bree, and that's the only thing she has on yellow. I think the thing though with Bree though in game 1 is she ran mostly numbers in that game, so I don't think necessarily she was fibbing there. So I don't know. I feel like for Sam, especially with how this has played out so far, this is not looking to be solid. Gonna have to look at the draws here to find something. Um,
Oh no!
and we got
I
a bit
don't
of
know
a
if he's gonna change it back to green there, Sam. Good luck with that.
scuffle here. Um, Sam says he's bored. Is that going to be a valid reason for Bree? It is not. Bree trying not to go down 3-1 here.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't see the power play fear happening until they're down 3-1. But sometimes you do have that risk where if you take the power play early, it could give you a big reward in the end. So, I mean, obviously something to consider, probably far back in the mind right now. But
Mm.
we have seen strategies where that has worked before.
Well, for Sam, tried to switch the green, switch the blue there, and now Bree's gonna go in the red. Sam's still able to keep it going here. And that's the first yes no in
Here
a
we
while. That's the first
go.
yes no since game 1. So took a while for Bree to bring that one back
Ooh.
out. See, I'm gonna go yes with this.
Sam! And switch to green.
Well, let's just switch the green. Sam crossed over in the red. We'll see what Sam does. Bree still has some red and
Oh my
wow.
goodness. Now, this is an interesting move. We'll see if it works out or not, as Sam is begging for Bree to +2 him.
Well, Sam falls one card short there on that one, and I think the +2
Yep.
left open is gonna do. Bree's gonna oblige on that one and give what Sam wanted. Switch back into blue here. Is that gonna alter what Bree wants here? Ooh,
It
crossover in the green.
did to some
That's
extent.
not. I don't think so because I think Bree wanted to keep it on 5.
Yeah.
Um, no. Okay, now she's going all over the
Oh,
board, which
she's
I think
going
is
on
gonna.
number efficiency. I mean,
This
when
is
you have the
gonna.
lead, then you could be more comfortable with changing the colors all over the place. Because let's be honest here, the only way that's going to be stopped for Bree right now is if Sam has a finisher from 3 or 4 cards up, and just like that, Uno
I
count.
mean, this is gonna make it tough for Sam here, especially if there's not really like a dominant card here in his hand. Because I mean, Bree going all over the place is gonna make it a little challenging for to figure out what Sam needs to do to block this, if anything.
Absolutely, the chaos is certainly gonna
Hmm.
make things uncertain for Sam to see what he wants to do. Sticks with blue.
Bree said she doesn't have blue, and she was
But as a
technically correct.
wild. First wild of the entire series took us 4 games to get there. Wow.
I mean, we've had some +4 droughts before here, so that's not necessarily too surprising. But yeah, I mean, Bree technically telling the truth there on that one. Because they didn't have a blue, but they did have a wild to kind of close that one out. Sam comes close there, but I think Bree kind of going all over the place. Definitely, made it a little tough there. Sam said could have gone yellow, which would not have mattered with the wild, but yeah, in the end, Bree has tied it up with a much needed tie up there, to really make this game 5 very crucial here. But yeah, I'm gonna ask. I don't know if Bree can hear me, so I'm just gonna type it out.
It does seem like Bree heard me to some extent.
Okay, I'll just verbally say it. Yeah, brii. I mean, you get a important win there to prevent Sam from going up 3-1. The no send originally kind of led to nothing for both of you, but you kind of managed to find your way through it. I'm guessing the Wild was a draw at some point during that series, unless you had it from the start. But just kind of walk me through your thoughts on that game, especially with how you're able to use the color switches there to get that win and make it where Game 5 is a big one for the winner of that to be at match point. It was nope. I'm not really sure what the ordering of that is, but Wild was a draw. Okay. Just kind of your thoughts on that game there, especially with you being able to use a lot of those color switches to help navigate your way to the finish. Because I mean, a big part of that was not having to use that Wild also until the end. I don't think we're getting an answer from brii.
Ew. Brie.
Maybe brii doesn't want to say.
Be like, no comment.
Okay.
What?
Hang on.
No,
No.
Brie, it's not your
Hold on.
call. It's Sam's call for Game
Hang on.
5.
Hang on. Hang on. I'll retype it. All right. There we go. Well, Sam's gonna go for the full send here for Game 5, but we'll see what brii has to say first. Play well, what can I say? All right. brii's just kind of keeping it ambiguous, which is all good.
Absolutely, but here we go. He had the no send. Let's see how the full send works for Sam.
I have this Final Four on me for a reason.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, Sam. I mean, kind of flexing to Sam that even though Sam has that tournament winner role, brii does have some accolades from the past. So definitely has shown that she can make it far and is looking to try and end this streak for Sam. Uh, is this Sam's second? Second home. It is his second home stand. But yeah, brii will get the call in Game 6. Oh, little bit of banter going on here as we stay on yellow. And just they say that we gotta switch to blue. That is true. brii had to go up against early 2025 Luke, which is like one of the greatest players of our Uno generation.
Yeah, I mean, early season Luke
No,
from last
not
year was.
it was not prime LeBron. It's more like 2015 Cam Newton.
Good lord.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't see what he's doing during the game. Maybe he could have.
Yeah, fair enough. He won 2 tourneys in a month. Oh yeah, I can probably imagine who else did at one time.
Anyways, going on green after the switch on the 0.
Looks like a calm game so far.
Well, I mean, it is the full send, both just kind of feeling it out, kind of doing a little bit more switching here, going back in the yellow.
Yeah, what I've noticed all series so far is that one has not managed to ice out the other yet. We've seen it maybe for a little bit one time, but ever since then, isolation has not been the main call from either player so far.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is Sam icing himself out as brii makes a mistake there. Plays the wrong color. Um,
Ooh.
I mean, Bree, it's your turn, but the color is not blue. It's yellow. Well, it doesn't matter.
Oh, 3-color classic.
Yep.
3-color classic right there.
Yes.
Bree has
So
the lead.
Bree saves himself there. But that gives Bree the lead. And just continues rolling on down. That's Bree's second 0. And everything we've seen played so far is off the start, and that's gonna
Oh, that
change with the
has to be
+4 from Sam.
defense. Maybe not full defense, but maybe just a little defense. I will give it that.
Bree has not played a single +4 so far. So we'll see how this goes, but Sam currently on plan A, and with the lead after that move. If there's a time for ice, I think now for Bree is definitely gonna be where she wants to find it.
Yeah, at this point, she should try to find it. But Sam, little bit of advice. Bree does not like their name capitalized.
It is well, I mean, it's trying to add to the banter on that one. And Bree with their
Yes,
John response.
John.
And Sam's out on red. Bree able to keep it going, so we do kind of have not an ice out, but just kind of drawing Sam out there. But Sam get to switch to the green. Bree with another yes no.
Your
Does not
choice.
does not give an answer.
Oh,
Bree
this
usually
is
does
gonna
not
be an
like
interesting call.
Bree usually does not like that.
But
Goes to the
I
commentator.
can't say anything.
Sam can pick a representative, I guess. But
No, Bree,
okay.
come up with the decision on your own.
Well, syntax gonna say yes for Sam.
Oh, I guess that works.
Well, double yes.
I know that if I went with Bree's game as a commentator, I know a certain somebody that would hit me with a frying pan in their DM, so I'm not taking that risk.
Keeps it green. Sam at Uno. Bree can't use power play if she's close here. I don't know if she would have used it in this game though, but has 4 cards. What does she have in those 4 cards? She has a +4. That's her first +4 of the series, and it comes at a very clutch time here, as she's down to 2 cards now.
Big defensive play right there that does keep the game going.
I don't know. That doesn't even feel defensive. I think that just kind of lines up with what Bree's trying to go for here. Gets the Uno now. Now, what does Sam do? This is he has been bitten twice in this position. Switches the yellow.
This time he does go for what he wants, but will it be the right call?
Oh no, it's another
no!
wrong play. And this one's gonna be a fatal switch.
Jeez, wrong number. Fatal switch. Sam has been bitten by bad luck in the end multiple times over. Dang.
Well, series is not over yet here, but it's 3-2 Bree. Bree gets a very big game 5 win, able to turn the situation around. But yeah, I mean, Sam, any thoughts on that one there? Got close to the win. Bree placed that +4, and then that fatal switch. That's the second time a specific card ended up costing you there. Just kind of your thoughts going into the last 2 games here, needing to win to keep this undefeated streak going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the switch at all there, especially since like we had already ran on yellow a bit and Bree switched out of yellow earlier. It feels like that was generally fine, but I knew there was a risk, and so we took the shot. It happens. I've still got 2 games to win. I'm not too worried yet.
All right, gonna ask Bree a question, then she'll have the call. Bree, 1 away from getting the upset. Any feelings on the spot you're currently in heading into game 6? Yes. Yes, Lene. I'm not sure what Lene is supposed to mean, but all right. Well, Bree is gonna go with the tactical number there.
Oh,
But
for
we'll
crying
see.
out loud!
Well, we'll see what their game 6 call is. They can't pick 67 as the card start.
I feel like I would break the bomb.
It wouldn't, but you still can't pick 67. Okay, so you want to go with 7,
Oh,
DOG?
I
Alright.
swear, if that is brain rot reference,
It obviously
no!
is. It's obviously brain rot. Like,
No, I hate brain rot.
you don't
Oh,
you don't
here we
li-
go again with the balloon.
you don't like triple T?
What? What the heck is triple T, sir?
You don't like the great tung sahur?
Oh, god dang it, Jay!
That's the only one that it's like like I get that one. Everything else is like I'm getting too old for it, but triple T is good stuff. But anyways, started on blue. Bree played the 5, but a switch to red from Sam here. Sam needs this win here, the force game 7. No yes, no from Bree. Sam gonna go with no this time.
Well, the yes and no's go to some good decisions on Sam's, and we'll wait and see. But oh,
It's double draw here on red.
let John City begin once again.
I see Yoshi typing. Anyways, draws keep on going. I mean, this red stall out's gonna make this an interesting game here because this is gonna really come down to how both these players end up playing on the draws.
We'll see what they picked up from John
Oh,
City as
okay.
Bree decides to break out.
Going in the green, which was a color that Sam wanted like 4 games ago. As I think Voiles rejoined. Double play from Bree. That'll give Bree the lead. Sam might be looking to go back the red. Doesn't go back the red. Gonna go with the green still. Alright. Bree in a good spot here with the lead. Past 2 minutes, this ultimately has been a quicker series, which has been a benefit to me at least, because I have to go at like 7. Ditto play there on the green too. Sam, despite wanting that red, is still fine with rolling with the green for now.
It's a matter of time before somebody brings out the ammo and brings
Oh,
it big, and
well, first Bree gets denied the rivalry between Sky, and then has to draw on green as Sam's gonna switch to yellow. Double play there to kind of negate the draw there. Still maintains the lead, and just as I say that, Sam takes it back.
good pushback right there. He knows that Bree's in power play territory. So it is best at the moment to push them back just enough, not for them to have overpowered cards. Well, oh no.
Well, this is something we've
Oh
seen some of Bree's
no.
opponents do, where they flip the yes/no onto her. I'm not making the
What?
decision. I'm not making the decision for you.
No, Bree!
Syntax trying to be the mediator.
Again.
I think Bree's gonna make an answer. Really trying to think hard about this one. See, I'm not giving the option of a second one. Artem is not here.
No, Bray. Ask Boyles, he'll tell you. I mean, what?
No, Artem is not here. If you're gonna ask someone that's at least here.
My goodness. And the unfortunate part is I can't take time off of this because of the fact that Bree is legitimately trying to come up with a decision.
Okay,
And
well,
Sam said, nope.
wild
Oh,
blue,
you've got to
yeah.
be kidding me. He flipped the table on Bree.
Well, let's see what Bree does here. I mean, ran out of time for that decision. Bree has 6 cards and now flips the yes and no. Sam is trying to say yes and no, and this has become a series of questions now.
Oh my goodness, what has this match come into?
Devolving into
Incorrect buzzer
chaos.
noise. What?
Sam with the yes. Sky comes in with a no, which was saying Sky was not asked the question.
No! This is not 20 questions. This is not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is Uno.
This is well, this is definitely not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because we are not paying out that prize. Okay, Bree, can we make a play, please? Syntax said yes. Or no, Sam said yes.
Sky!
Bree, please make a play.
Come on, Brie. We don't have all night.
Who's
the
the hater
hater
at
again?
Joao? Bree, please make a play.
We don't have much longer here. Brie! Alright, you know what? I think I have a little idea here to have Brie be motivated. Oh, never mind. I was about to go to the kitchen, but luckily Brie finally played.
I don't think that was gonna be it, but blue reverse. Bree, is still your turn. Spamming red, longest game of the series now, and a lot of it's been just a bunch of calamity.
Yeah, the calamity and the borderline nonsense we see here. Jeez. Up. There we are. No one's Sam set down. Oh my goodness! What a way to force Game 7.
Well, that was a complete waste of 2 minutes. For a double play win. But yeah, Game 7 now, and both our players are gonna still have power play here. So,
Oh, this is big. This is gonna be chaotic, and all the danger is in them both. I have to say, and given where I think Sam could make his pick, there are plenty of possibilities where we could be in for a long one for the finish.
well, Sam, the yes and no was actually for power play. So, couldn't have waited a second. I don't even did Bree even ask? Bree didn't even ask anything. But yeah. Okay, it's 6:47 right now. I would ideally try to see if we can get this going now. I guess for both players, feelings going into Game 7 here. For all the marbles.
I'm actually feeling pretty good. I've got the call. I've got my power play still. I think I can make it happen.
Bree wants marble. Okay, so now Bree, now you can hear me when I'm talking about marbles. All right.
Bruh.
All right. I don't think
Bree,
I
how
don't think the
about your
jungle
marbles
jumpers
going
are
to Game
pretty though.
7?
Anyways, all right. Sam has the Game 7 call. Can't pick 13, 8, or 7. And is going to run it back to 12, the first card start of the series.
Yep, this is what I like to call power play mania. One game remaining, both of them have their power plays, and the thrills only go up from here. And best of all, winner here will have a pretty decent position, not only going into the Sweet 16, but for Sam, very good positioning for the rest of the regional competition. So, we'll see what happens here as we start calm on blue. Up.
The winner of this is going to face the winner of Sky and Dan, so it's going to be another good opportunity for both here. But I mean, for Bree, this feels like a huge game for her in terms of her season, especially because this win could go a long way for her. Sam's already kind of in a good spot here, but definitely wants to keep that streak going. So both really fighting for a lot here. And triple crossover in the yellow here. Blue 6 would be the Skittles. Bree has no yellow though. Not what she wanted there. Sam's down to 4.
Yeah, at any time he could go for. Oh, that is
You're
what I consider as check.
I don't know the password. Ask
I'm gonna
What
server
the-
mute TK.
Bruh.
Anyways,
Sir.
okay. Well, back to the game. Sam is out on yellow at 2. Bree is gonna go for a wild blue, and that
Oh
might be a
my
fatal.
God,
No,
whoa.
no. Wait a second.
Wow.
Wait a second.
Defensive power play. I think he did that to prevent Bree from power playing themselves to the finish. He thought of that as check, and because of which decides to go defensive. That could be the series saving call for Sam. I think we'll have to ask Bree on that whenever we get to the end of this one.
I don't know. I mean, triple play there on that one, but I don't. I mean, that could have been it. But we'll have to see. Now Bree's gonna power play, so no, didn't have it.
Maybe didn't make a difference.
Wow,
Wait.
and that's it.
I am very curious what Bree got in their power play that Sam tried to do. That's what I'm curious about right here. And we'll see if that would have made the difference.
Oh, I mean, that was kind of like most of this series. That was a sprint to the finish there, but Sam gets his first loss of the season, and Bree picks up a huge victory here, to help her out as she gets it done in 7. Okay, so based off that, Sam actually making the right decision there on the draw, but it's interesting though because Bree drew on the yellow at the start and then started playing some yellow. I gotta wonder for Bree because that was the one draw of the series. Bree, was that draw end up being the wild? I can't spell. Well, let's see. Well, that game 7, kind of like the rest of the series, kind of got a little hectic, but kind of gained back control a little bit later on. Had the wild from the beginning. So what was the one draw you picked up on yellow? Because you did have a draw there. I mean, the reverses definitely would be a possibility there for what could have been the pickup. So we're updating the bracket. It was a number card. Okay, so unironically, that might have actually been a small mistake from Bree there to not keep that going, but it ended up working out in her favor either way.
Yeah, tough break for Sam though. I mean, he, in my honest opinion, was one of the unluckiest players I have seen while watching these games in quite some time, especially games 4 and 5. Only if Sam could have done something a little bit different, only if he would have gotten a bit luckier towards the end, I think this could have easily been Sam's victory earlier. But hey, at least we have a climactic game 7. And the strategy by Sam, once again, bad luck bet him. Because it didn't make a difference as Bray managed to power play themselves for the win. What a crazy sequence of events to end this series.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in terms of Sam, I mean, last tournament's run, he definitely had a lot of moments where he was able to get away with a few things, but, I mean, coming into this one, definitely was kind of running short on a few options, but I think ultimately it's going to be game 1 and game 4 where, I mean, those switches are definitely going to be costly there. Obviously, I mean, the game 1 one obviously is just kind of like unfortunate, but I mean, game 4, I mean, could be ultimately the difference there on that one. Sam, just kind of your thoughts on the series overall.
I mean, it was there's obviously some unfortunate stuff that happened with the number and then the fatal switch. Um, I think I played fine. I'm sad that like it ended that way. It was definitely like a stranger series in some sense. It was still a fun match. I can't complain too much. I just have to come back and go a little stronger.
That is true also. That would have not been good, if, Brie did that.
No,
But,
that
uh,
would not have been a good idea. And we would have immediately had to turn this to a gremlin event. Oh my
no.
goodness.
That,
Yeah, I
it
was
wouldn't
just,
have done,
I was just getting
it
rounds.
would have repeated the start, from game 4, which, would have been 5, which, technically Sam could have done, but that would have been Bree doing it, so that would have been, a problem. Well, we avoided
Yeah.
a catastrophe there. That's also why people gotta, like, be careful as a player when they're doing, like, any rough stuff, because that's not really what you want to do. But yeah, a lot of discussion for the post game. Before we kind of get going, I'm gonna ask Bree a question here. I'm gonna type it because, like, it's
What?
kind of wild. Well, I mean,
Wait just a
here's the thing,
minute.
because Sam had the cards. He had 5+2s and 4+4s compared to 1 of each for Bree. So I mean, for Sam there, it like the +4s were gonna kind of help him add to that one, but because Bree ultimately did not use a lot of ammo throughout those wins there. The only time she really had an ammo run was the 3 cards run on the skips, and then the wild finish, but those required a lot of numbers to run through on that one. So Bree was kind of able to run that from an ammo deficit. Um, and get the win there. So I mean, that's still a very good showing from Bree, and was able to really capitalize on the numbers she was able to get. I don't think it's the worst ever, but I mean, yeah.
Wow. That is a bit of a shocker right here. I mean, for Bree's run so far, I mean, before this one, Bree, like you said, unfortunate start of the season, Bree goes on to win a series with a plus 7899 card strength metric in the first round. Second round, assuming all this was calculated correctly, winning on a disadvantage of a 0.2893, which I believe is the largest disadvantage series win in league history.
It's not, because Foils had a higher one against you last season. I know his was like in the 0.3. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, I mean, that number makes sense though, because I mean, the two biggest things that kind of get weighted on that, especially when it's a card, like, the both players played less than 100 cards. Sam with the 5-1, the +2s, and the 4-1, the +4s is definitely gonna make a huge difference on that one. So for Bree, it's really gonna be just kind of not needing to use those cards and kind of being able to get the win. That's gonna be big in terms of what number kind of shows up with that one. Um. Just a boba. What's the record? I'm not sure. Bree, if you could just kind of answer my post game comment here, because I do need to wrap this up. I sent it. I already sent it. It's this one. All right.
yeah. Basically, chaotic series all around. I mean, maybe not for the most part due to Bray asking yes or no, or even Sam to some extent, but the sequence of events that we had for the majority of the games was certainly interesting to see. Want some sugar right now because I can't drink a bubba and a smoothie, but we are so back. Yeah, we are so back indeed. If I'm correct, Bray had like 5 or 6 wins in the last season. Final four, February Flurry last year. Unfortunately, got knocked out in the first round of LCQ. And now she could be on her way, G, to become a top 25 contender when it matters most.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna be huge for. This is kind of similar to what Tim did last tournament, where he got the win over Lavina. I think this is gonna be go big for Bree. I'm just going over your thoughts. I'm on some trigger right now because Drink Boba is smoothie. We are so back. Just need someone to lose their game. My prediction can be wrong. No, I think for Bree, this is a turnaround. Like, I think if Bree lost this match, it would not have been great for her, because like she needed this win to throw herself in the playoff contention, and she's going to have a big win on her resume when it comes to that decision, because right now she's kind of lingering on that bubble there, but this win's going to be a big help for her in terms of trying to put herself above the cut line in terms of below it. So it's a big win for her. I got to wrap this up soon, so I'm going to go back to the bracket here. Brii gets the win, moves on, will face the winner of Sky Dan, so that one we'll be having to wait a while for the winner of that one, but that should be it for this. But that should be it for the stream. Thank you all for watching this one. I gotta go. But on behalf of my co-commentator and Ref Cyan, both our players, everyone who came out to watch, thank you all so much for watching this stream. Congrats to Brii on the big upset 4-3 win. And we will see you all tomorrow for a 10 a.m. stream match between Syntax and Tim. Tim kind of coming into the equation. Also kind of we mentioned about him a little bit earlier. And Tim has another chance to get a big win as well. So could be an opportunity with big wins here on stream. We'll see if that happens tomorrow morning. But until then, I'm G-Man. Take care, everyone, and we will see you all in the next one.